First meeting, Belmont Park, June 15th, 1977. The 5.5 furlong youthful stakes. Alydar's first race, Affirmed second race. Alydar favored.
On the rail is third. Sensitive Nose racing fourth by a neck. On the inside, Country Corn races fifth. Wood Native on the outside is sixth. Distant Dancer racing seventh. Alydar making eighth. Old Crony is ninth. Dr. Rivalry is 10th. And Fatalist is 11th. Approaching the 3 furlong pole, and Buck Mountain takes the lead by a head. Affirmed on the inside is second by 4 lengths. Sensitive Nose racing third by a length and a half. Wood Native on the outside is fourth by a neck. Country Corn on the inside is fifth past the quarter pole. Buck Mountain on the outside leading by a neck. Affirmed on the inside is second and battling back. 4 lengths farther back to Sensitive Nose racing third by 2. Wood Native on the outside closing quickly is fourth. Approaching the 16th pole. Affirmed on the inside once again takes the lead by a length and a half. Here comes Wood Native on the outside. Affirmed and Wood Native.
Affirmed first, Alydar fifth. Belmont Park, July 6, 1977. The 5.5 furlong Great American Stakes. Alydar's third race, Affirmed's third race. Alydar favored.
Moving up is Alydar, also on the outside. That's Roman Prince through along the inside, Going Investor. They move into the turn. Affirmed now the leader. Roman Prince has moved to second by 1 length. Going Investor third. Alydar is fourth. Then along the inside, Wood Native is fifth, followed by Pirateer and Great Sailor. They're coming for the head of the stretch. Affirmed the leader by a head. Alydar makes a quick move to the outside, moves alongside the lead. Then it's Roman Prince along the inside, Wood Native driving through. Then further back, Going Investor. They're in the stretch. Alydar on the outside, now the leader by a half. Affirmed is second by 3 lengths. Then Going Investor moving into third on the outside. Through the stretch, Alydar is now opening out the lead to 4 lengths. Affirmed and Going Investor.
Alydar first, Affirmed second. Third meeting, Saratoga, August 23rd, 1977. The 6.5 furlong Hopeful Stakes. Affirmed's sixth race. Alydar's sixth race. Alydar favored.
Down the backstretch now, and Tilt Up takes the lead by a neck. Darby Creek Road is second on the outside. Affirmed racing third by a length. Alydar is fourth by 2 lengths, and Regal and Royal is fifth. Continuing down the backstretch, it's Tilt Up leading by a length. Darby Creek Road on the inside, second by a head. Affirmed on the outside, right there, third by 2 lengths. Alydar is fourth by 3, and Regal and Royal remains fifth. First quarter in 22 4/5 seconds around the far turn. Tilt Up leads by a half length on the outside. Here comes Affirmed and Darby Creek Road with Alydar. Approaching the top of the stretch now. Tilt Up along the rail. Affirmed on the outside, right there second, and Alydar on the far outside, right there third. At the top of the stretch now. Tilt Up on the inside once again takes the lead by a length. Affirmed on the outside is second. Alydar right there third. Darby Creek Road is fourth, and Regal and Royal. At the 8th pole, it's Tilt Up on the inside. Affirmed moving up on the outside with Alydar. Approaching the 16th pole, Affirmed and Alydar. Affirmed along the inside, Alydar on the outside at the wire. It's Affirmed in front.
Affirmed first, Alydar second. Fourth meeting, Belmont Park, September 10th, 1977. The 7 furlong Futurity Stakes. Affirmed favored.
Then along the inside, Alydar, and on the outside, Darby Creek Road. They move down the back stretch. The leader now, Rough Sea, takes the lead by a half length. Affirmed is second by 2 lengths. Nasty and Bold is third by a head as Alydar moves through along the rail in fourth and begins to move up a bit. Darby Creek Road is in fifth. They went the first quarter in a relatively slow 23 3/5. They're into the turn. Affirmed up along the inside, and on the outside it's Rough Sea, and Alydar has joined those two. Now it's Alydar and Affirmed, and they're going to go at it heads apart on the turn. Dropping back a bit is Rough Sea, who is now third. Moving to the outside, Darby Creek Road, and Nasty and Bold is between them. They're coming to the head of the stretch, and their heads apart. Affirmed along the inside has a head, and on the outside, Alydar. Those two enter the stretch together with a half mile in 46 and 3, and they're in a heads-apart battle. Alydar taking over. It's Alydar on the outside who now has the lead as they near the wire. Under a strong whip, however, Affirmed coming back along the rail. It's Alydar and Affirmed, and these two still heads apart. Affirmed has a head in front nearing the wire.
Affirmed first, Alydar second. Fifth meeting, Belmont Park, October 15th, 1977. The 1 mile Champagne Stakes. Affirmed favored.
To take the lead with Quadratic in second, Affirmed in third. Then it's Alydar in fourth with Syncopate alongside, and the final horse is Derby Creek Road. They're moving down the backstretch. Sauceboat along the inside a half. Quadratic is second by a length and a half. Affirmed is third by a head. Syncopate is fourth by a head, and along the rail, Alydar is in fifth. And Derby Creek Road is the final horse. The first quarter in a relatively slow 24 2/5. They move to the turn with Sauceboat leading by 3/4. Quadratic a close second on the outside by a length and a half. Then it's Affirmed third ahead, Alydar in fourth. Here's Derby Creek Road, who makes a quick move, swinging to the outside and is 4 horses wide on the turn. The pace begins to quicken, and Sauceboat maintains the lead by a head. Quadratic is second ahead, Derby Creek Road third ahead. Affirmed moves up also. That makes 4 of them together now, and then a length and a half back. Alydar is along the rail, and the final horse is Syncopate. They went a half in 48 1. They're at the head of the stretch, and they're bunched for that lead. It's Quadratic and Affirmed on the outside, with Affirmed now taking a head lead. Here's Derby Creek Road up to challenge him on the outside, and it's still a 3-way battle. Alydar swinging to the outside comes on too. It's Affirmed ahead, Derby Creek Road, and Alydar's coming at him, and it's Alydar on the outside who has a head in front.
Alydar first, Affirmed second. Sixth meeting, Laurel Racecourse, October 29th, 1977. The 1 mile and a 16th Laurel Futurity, the race for the 2-year-old title. Alydar favored.
Affirmed in second place. Argento races third. Alydar is fourth. They go to the backstretch with Start and Asker along the rail in front by a half a length. Affirmed in second place along the rail. Alydar moving up. Argento now fourth. They straighten away down the backstretch. It's Start and Asker by a length and a half. Affirmed in second place along the rail. It's Alydar. Argento in fourth position. Down the backstretch onto the far turn. Start and Asker still leads by a length. Affirmed on the outside holds second place. Coming on along the rail, it's Alydar moving at the leaders. Gap of 2 more lengths. Argento in fourth place. They're into the turn with Start and Asker holding the lead by a half a length. Alydar between horses up on the outside. Affirmed. They swing around the turn. Affirmed on the outside. Alydar between horses along the rail. It's Start and Asker. They round the turn. 3 of them bunched as he swing for home. On the outside, Affirmed. Alydar between horses. Start and Asker along the rail. They're into the stretch. Affirmed on the outside has a slight lead. Alydar coming on to battle for the lead. They come on down, approaching the 16th pole. It's Affirmed on the outside along the rail. It's Alydar. They battle head and head. A 16th of a mile to go. Affirmed on the outside by a neck. Alydar along the rail.
Affirmed first, Alydar second. Seventh meeting, Churchill Downs, May 6, 1978, the Kentucky Derby. 1.25 miles, Alydar favored.
Aesop's Foibles into the third spot. Sensitive Prince in the middle of the racetrack moves up as they passes for the first time. It's Raymond Earl now showing the way by a length and 3/4. Affirmed is second from between horses, and there goes Sensitive Prince inching up on the outside. A gap of 2.5 lengths. It's Believe It racing fourth. Aesop's Fables is fifth. Chief of Dixieland tucked in on the inside is sixth at the point by 2 lengths. Then Derby Creek Road, followed on the inside by Hoist the Silver. Alydar on the extreme outside is next. Then Special Honor racing 10th, and Dr. Valeria is 11th as they move on to the backstretch. And on the outside, there goes Sensitive Prince taking command as Raymond Earl drops back second by 4 and Affirmed is third at this point. The first quarter in 22 3/5 seconds and a half in 45 3. And down the backstretch, Sensitive Prince now enjoys a 2.5 length advantage. Raymond Earl is second by 3. Affirmed is third by a length and a quarter. Along the inside, Aesop's Foibles is racing fourth. On the outside, that's Believe It now fifth. Gap of 2.5 lengths, and Chief of Dixieland is sixth. Darby Creek Road is seventh. Alydar now on the outside gains ground in 8th position as they round the far turn. 3/8 of a mile to go in this Kentucky Derby. It's Sensitive Prince, and up on the outside, there goes Affirmed with a rush. Affirmed takes command by a head. Sensitive Prince is second, and Believe It moves quickly to the leaders as the field turns for home. Coming to the quarter pole, Affirmed on the inside, Believe It on the outside, Believe It on the outside, Affirmed toward the rail, and down the stretch they come. Affirmed on the inside takes command again. Believe It is second. Alydar gains ground third. Third in the final furlong. It's Affirmed with Stevie Coffin showing the way by 2.5. Believe It with Ed Makeley's next on the outside. Alydar is third. But it's going to be Affirmed. Affirmed with Steve Coffin.
Affirmed first, Alydar second. 8th meeting, Pimlico, May 20th, 1978. The Preakness Stakes, 1 mile and 3/16. Affirmed favored.
Down along the inside, Believe It, moving between horses. Track Reward. 4 of them right there as they come past the stands for the first time. It's Affirmed on the outside. Track Reward along the rail. They match stride. Indigo Star on the outside. Believe It along the rail. 2 lengths back in 4th place. Then it's Noontime Spender. Alydar and Daxess trails. They swing around the clubhouse turn. Track Reward along the rail with a slight lead. Affirmed on the outside. They match strides as they go to the backstretch. Down along the inside, Believe It racing third, 2 lengths back. Then it's Noontime Spender. On the outside, Indigo Star. Then it's Alydar and Daxess. They straighten away down the backstretch. Affirmed is taken charge by 3/4 of a length. Along the inside, Track Reward. Believe It coming on third in the outside. Noontime Spender racing fourth. Up on the outside, Alydar making a move as they approach the half-mile pole. Along the inside, it's Indigo Star and Daxess trails. They race on to the half-mile pole. It's Affirmed showing the way. The outside, Noontime Spender. Right there, Believe It in third place. Alydar races up on the outside. They've got 3/8 of a mile to run. And it's Affirmed holding the lead by a length. Noontime Spender's right there along the rail. Believe It coming on. Alydar charging up on the outside, making his rush. They come to the top of the stretch. Affirmed has the lead by a half a length. Alydar's on the outside. Along the rail, Believe It. They're into the stretch. 3/16 of a mile to go. Affirmed holds that lead. Alydar up on the outside to join the leaders. They come on down to the 8th pole. It's Alydar on the outside. Affirmed along the rail. Inside the 8th pole, it's Affirmed holding a slight lead. Alydar's charging at him. Coming on to the 16th pole. It's Affirmed. Alydar on the outside. They come on down to the finish. Affirmed and Alydar.
Affirmed first, Alydar second.
And they're up. That's Affirmed going out for the lead. Then Judge Advocate Alydar is away well on the inside. Then Noontime Spender and Darby Creek Road. They move for the first turn. Affirmed has the lead by a half length. Judge Advocate on the outside in second by a half length. Along the rail, it's Alydar in third, followed by Noontime Spender and Darby Creek Road. They move into the turn, and Affirmed going along easily on the hand ride, 3/4 of a length. Judge Advocate tucks into second by a head, but Alydar won't settle for that and moves alongside. And it is Alydar who's going up now to challenge that pace. Then it's a gap of 3 lengths back to Noontime Spender, and finally Darby Creek Road. They went the first quarter slow, 25 seconds. They move to the backstretch. Affirmed managing the lead by 1 length. Alydar is a very close second by 3/4. Then Judge Advocate third by a length and a half, and Noontime Spender in fourth. Darby Creek Road is 6 lengths off the pace. 50 seconds for a half mile. Now we've got a speed duel beginning to develop. On the inside, Affirmed. On the outside, Alydar. And those two are letting out all stops. They're going on out together. Affirmed along the inside, Alydar on the outside. Heads apart as they move down the back stretch. Then they've opened 6 lengths on Noontime Spender and Judge Advocate, and the trailer is still Darby Creek Road. 3/4, however, went in 1:14. The pace is still slow. They're moving into the turn. Affirmed holding ahead in front, and Alydar on the outside is challenging again. It's Affirmed by ahead on the turn. Alydar is second by 4.5. Along the inside, Judge Advocate, Noontime Spender, and Darby Creek Road now beginning to pick up the pace. 3/4 went in 14, a mile in 37.2. The pace is increasing as they come to the head of the stretch. It is still Affirmed as they come to the quarter pole. He's holding on to a head lead. Alydar is outside of him and challenging that lead. The two are heads apart, and Alydar's got a lead. Alydar put ahead in front, right in the middle of the stretch. It's Alydar and Affirmed battling back along the inside. We'll test these two to the wire. Affirmed under a left-hand whip. Alydar on the outside driving. Affirmed and Alydar heads apart. Affirmed's got a nose in front as they come onto the wire. At the finish, it's going to be dead tight. Affirmed won it. Alydar is second. Steve Coffin salutes the crowd. Darby Creek Road in third. Judge Advocate fourth. And Noontime Spender finished fifth in what a stirring stretch battle. They both had their shot at this one during the stretch run.
10th meeting, Saratoga, August 19th, 1978. The Travers Stakes. 1.25 miles, Affirmed favored.
Shake on the inside, Nasty and Bold. Now Affirmed is on the outside with Alydar. And they've passed the stands. Nasty and Bold along the inside, Affirmed on the outside. Those two are heads apart. Alydar is a very close third on the outside. Then back along the rail, Nasty and Bold. They move into the turn. The first quarter in a leisurely 24-1. And the leader along the inside, Shake, Shake, Shake by just a neck. On the outside, Affirmed is second, going under good restraint. Then 2 lengths back, now 1.5 lengths, Alydar in third, and Nasty and Bold remains a very close fourth as they make their way down the back stretch. Affirmed on the outside, puts ahead in front. Shake, shake, shake. Alydar is along the rail, and he's moving up along the rail, and a half went in about the same, 48 seconds. The pace is still slow. Down the backstretch, Alydar will force the issue with Affirmed on the outside. It's Affirmed holding the lead by a head. On the inside, Alydar has the rail and will challenge him from that position. Then it's a gap of 2. Alydar suddenly has dropped back very suddenly and appears to be out of the race. Here's Nasty and Bold getting through. Alydar is back in stride once again. It is coming on again. On the turn, Affirmed, and Alydar will make a run at him on the outside in second, Nasty and Bold in third, and the trailer is Shake, Shake, Shake. 3/4 in 1:11.3, and they're in the stretch. In the stretch, Affirmed and Alydar on the outside. Affirmed on the inside, Nasty and Bold third down along the rail, but Affirmed continues to maintain control of the pace. It's Affirmed, and he has it by 1.5 lengths. Alydar driving, can't catch him on the outside. Nasty and Bold is third.
Alydar placed first, Affirmed placed second. May their sons and daughters continue their rivalry. Current score, Alydar 3, Affirmed 7.